Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I'm Ravina Bhaskaran, an author, illustrator, and publisher. Today we are gonna color this beautiful Florimania coloring book. If you haven't watched the flip through of this book, I'll include the link in the I button that is popping right now. You can go check that out. It's a beautiful vintage style floral coloring book. Today I have chosen this page to color. I have already masked it out. For coloring this, I'm going to use a little bit of distress ink. This is Shilpi Artistry distress ink and some makeup brush to blend in. Each of this product have separate review in my channel. You can go check out the playlist and find this video if that helps you. To color this, I have chosen two maroon shade like Fine Wine and Blaze from Shilpi Artistry ink. They are kind of, one is red and another one is like a maroon color. So to blend this, I'm gonna use my flat oval brush. That is a makeup brush. I'm mixing both the colors and some area is it's more red and some area it's kind of a dark maroon. I'm giving the color in that kind. Then I'm using my spray bottle and I'm hiding out the white area and I'm spritzing some water on top of it. Actually, this will create one beautiful effect on distress ink. Now I am gently dabbing it to take away the excess moisture. Since the paper is a little bit thick, uh, it won't crinkle that much. Obviously, you will see some crinkling if you close your notebook or keep some weight on it. Obviously, it's gonna fade away. And I am gonna let this dry for a while and come back. Next, I'm using some masking gum to hide out this center floor, left frank burgers. I hope that's how they will pronounce it. I don't know. I have used that to cover the center floor. After that, I have covered the outer maroon rectangle. Now I am using this gray color to give some distress ink effect in the middle portion. And the shade name of this is Black Shadow. I'm gently swirling my brush on the pad and swirling it on the page. Before doing this, your drawing gum must be completely dried out. I have also included the separate video of how to use the drawing gum for your coloring books. I will include the link in the I button that is popping right now. You can go check that out as well. Each drawing gum is different. I will speak about only the brand that I have used now. So if you want that, you can go check that out as well. Slowly peel off the masking tape. Since the paper is a little bit of good quality, there is no casualty, everything came out so good. Slowly, I am taking away the masking gum. Use some eraser if you want some starting point to peel off your masking gum. Now I am using my Faber-Castell Polychromos. I really want this border to be popping out. So the central element, the wine kind of floral things must pop out from the background. So I am darkening out the background using this magenta pencil. Also, I am using this indigo pencil to give some very dark shadow near the black lines so that that central part looks popped out. I completed this left side part using some lighter colors. I'm going to show how I did that. See, the left side is somewhat popped out more. For that, I'm gonna use some ivory color and two shades of pink and some light red violet. I'm gonna use my Caran d'Ache woodless colorless blender. I mean that crayon kind of blender to blend everything throughout the illustration. To start off, I'm gonna randomly mark highlights using my ivory pencil. It's completely random. Your brain knows how to do this, so trust your heart and brain and make your highlights scribbling here and there very randomly. I'm doing it on the leaves and the stem everywhere. Throughout this wine, I'm gonna do it randomly. I'm now using my two shades of pink, switching back and forth between these two pinks and giving some add on color to the distress ink. Already, the distress ink has a nice shade of pink tone, so I'm just adding one more layer on top of it. Then I'm gonna use my colorless blender and blend everything out, smoothen it out to avoid that abrupt ivory and pink color. I want to blend that out. Later, I'm gonna use this darker shade to give some depth to all the flowers. It will be in the very inner corner where the stem overlaps one another. The behind stem will get some shadow. So randomly I am working on it. And again, I'm using my colorless blender to blend everything and it's completely smoothed out. Later on, to give some vivid highlight, I'm again using my ivory pencil. This time, I'm giving some more pressure and giving some vivid highlight. In that way, it looks really popped out from the background. I really love this monochromatic border in this artwork. It came out really well, and I'm correcting here and there. I really, I'm really not gonna stop. So I'm continuing the process. Now the outer border is done. Let's move on to the leaf here. I'm using this May green. I need this green to be little dirty green, kind of olive green also. Uh, this is the color palette that I'm planning. So I'm using this May green as a base layer, then some yellowish green and some olive green, and I'm blending everything with the colorless blender. uh, the olive green comes for the central vein of the leaf, and it will act as a shadow for the leaf. For the highlight, the same, that May green will act as a highlight. The outer edge of the leaf want to look somewhat light, so it feels like the leaves are wavy and it's shiny at the edges. I think I captured that somewhat in my coloring. The same procedure I'm gonna follow for all the leaves and the stem of this flower. Then for the pollens of the flower, I'm using some magenta, light magenta, and this indigo color. Like we have done in the outer borders, I'm using the same technique for the very dark shadow. I'm using indigo here and blending everything with the pencil. Here I have done that one flower on the right side. I'm gonna show how I did that. For this, we need some cadmium yellow, dark chrome yellow, cadmium orange, and some terracotta and sanguine for really dark colors. First, I'm gonna use my dark cadmium yellow, the central highlighted area in my flower, where I have used this color. So the very highlight area will be somewhere in the middle like this. I'm gonna fill it out randomly. You can fill it out either left or right, it doesn't matter. Also, on these frills of the floor, you will get some light area where the light is hitting, and the top portion also. I mean, in the bottom portion, there will be only minimum light, so the top will be having more yellow part. Then I'm using my chrome yellow and mm, slightly I'm using it to the edges of the cadmium yellow. It won't make much difference at this stage. Once I start using the dark colors, then it will prevent from that abrupt change from the dark to light tone. Now my cadmium orange, the other white space I'm gonna fill using this color. Later we can add the dark colors. I am creating some line textures here, and also on the frill kind of effect I'm darkening out some area. Later I'm using my terracotta and sanguine pencil for the lower frill, where there will be a less lighting. Also, I'm using it on here and there on the top part. I mean, behind this frill, I'm using the sanguine color, and I'm creating some lines also to give some interesting shadow to the floor. I'm gonna do one more floor. This time I'm placing the highlights in different places. Same, I'm using the different shades of yellow and orange. For the frills, I'm using that tiny darker shade to give some visually interesting thing. It will make your eyes to flow in that direction. And when you're blending, start from the lighter color to darker color so that you won't accidentally mess with your highlight area. And this is how I have done the floor. Then I'm using my cold gray 3 to cover out the some mist part here and there in the gray background. I'm using cold gray 3, I guess, and filling out all the white spots I have left out. Then I'm using silver color in Faber-Castell Polychromos. It's a metallic color, but you cannot see much of that on camera. I am trying to capture that. It gives some dark effect, but it's not a dramatic metallic effect here. If you tilt your page, I mean, tilt your eye and see, you will see a slight tinge of sheen towards it. Actually, I might show that. Now I am darkening out the color using the silver pencil around the edges of the floor. Randomly, I am darkening it out. It will give a slight sheen effect. See, I hope you can see it. And that's all for the gray background. I want more shadow to the floor, so I'm using a very slight tinge of uh, sienna color here and there. It's very light. It actually made a very big difference. It created much depth to the floors. Then I'm using my dark chromium green to further darken out this is chrome oxide green, I guess. I'm further darkening out the green foliages and the stem, and this is how it looks. Then for the white border, I need some gold accents, so I'm using my camel acrylic gold color. This is a metallic gold and some random synthetic brush. I am taking out some paint and painting it using this gold color. I could have done this with my Uniball Signo pen, gold pen, but I got this acrylic paint a long back. I haven't used in any of my project. I want to make use of it somehow, so I decided to use it here. It's actually good. Nothing bad about it. The thing is, I don't have much brush control. I usually have pencil control, and since I am a digital illustrator, I am not used to, I am out of practice of using this real brush material. Seriously, I want to pick up brush control more. I am little bit messy and somehow managed to cover everything. Lately, I am not finding time to color that much since my daughter is 2 years old. She is messing around with my art supplies. I don't know how creative moms out there are protecting their art supplies from your kids. I mean, these art supplies are so costly, very pricey, and my daughter keeps on asking for color pencil, my art stuff. For that, I am using my Sau color pencil to give her. Sometimes she will need only the pencil that I am using, like Pablo pencils. Especially, she is so attracted to new colors too. Yeah, she will ask for that. Always give that, and I'll say this is only for office work, and she won't even listen. She will keep on screaming, and at finally, I will give some pencil to her. She will take it somewhere, put it in some random things, hard stuffs. She will drop it here and there. It's really scares me a lot. I don't know how other creative moms are handling this. How I I want to handle this is, I will open the coloring book when she takes her 1 hour nap, and at that time only I can color. At that time only I am shooting this video. So this artwork took really long. Yeah, it's been 2 weeks, right? Since I have posted my last video, maybe 2 to 3 weeks. It took that long. I don't know how to control her. Maybe when she goes to school, or if she grown up, maybe this problem will come to an end. I don't know. If she grows up, if she grow up, then it's easier for her to open the cupboard and take out the pencil. I'm really scared of that also. If you have any uh, idea how to control them, let me know in the comments. It will be very helpful for me. Okay, I'm gonna speed this up. It's really boring to watch this, right? Okay, I'll speed this up and I'll show you the end result. Then I decided to go some gold color on these outer border also, here and there, teeny tiny bits here and there, like a special gold accent on the borders around the frames. It looked good. I think this came out really well. I really enjoyed this limited color palette coloring. I want to do this often, I guess. I mean, whenever my daughter naps. Okay, see you soon in my next video. Happy coloring. Bye bye.